No. The answer is most likely no, but I think the debate for 2020 going forward certainly has to be sparked somewhere. And why not here? Hope you guys are all doing well. Welcome back to more CSGO news, all rehashed, brought to us by HLTV's very own professor about the bans that have gone on in CSGO. Many of them now infamous. Some have actually been punished for them. Others have not been because they've happened elsewhere, right? We refer to a guy like Simple, and there are many others alongside him that have actually, raised in the ranks of CSGO that have not actually been punished by their previous engagements with softwares that should not be used. That's not to say that Simple, should be. I'm just saying that others maybe should not be. We've talked about this in the past a lot. That be the like, especially of a guy like VSM and a guy like Jamppi. We see it now personally throughout 2020 and going forward, and in 2019, likely costing those two pro players top-tier jobs because of what they did when they were in their younger teenage years. Alongside that, brought to us by Professor as well, he points out the fact is this: Simple got lucky at the point he cheated, right? It was in 1.6. I don't believe it received a VAC ban, and therefore, he's allowed to compete in Counter-Strike Global Offensive because of the time he chose to cheat around the same yonder years that VSM and Jamppi did. He got lucky. They did not. And again, to Simple's defense, guys, I'm glad he wasn't punished. Obviously, look what we would have been deprived of if that game ban did carry over, right? We would never have known what Simple could have been, and that makes this point all the more touching because we may never know what Jamppi or VSM could be with their bans. And by the way, Simple is also a huge proponent of unbanning those kids who at some point during their younger years made the mistake of getting a VAC or cheating inside CSGO. God knows how long it will be until another CSGO title begins and these bans are somehow cleared away for these pro players. We look at the accomplishments of these two in particular, and there are others to mention in the future as well. A guy like VSM in South America has just about every accomplishment that a lower tier Brazilian player possibly can, and he is by far and away the best of that lower tier Brazilian scene, a sought out after star, but not sought out after, of course, his VAC ban. He stays on Daytona, he stays with gigantic accomplishments for that scene, but will never progress further because of what he did many years ago when his adolescent brain could not have thought, one day I might be a pro player. Another example, particularly, especially in 2019, when a job offer was passed by him supposedly at OG because of his connected VAC ban account, that being Jamppi, also making these choices at a young age that is now impacting him to the point where he's actually been benched from his main roster at SJ Gaming. He's now coaching an academy team, taking a break from CSGO because the decision he made multiple years ago when he knew no better is now pushing him past the point where he actually wants to play the game. And I'm not losing my voice because of sadness, but I should be, guys. I apologize, I've been sick over these past few days, as I'm sure you guys probably can tell, but there certainly has to be some sort of system. I understand when it comes to the iBuyPower guys, they themselves know too, will never be unbanned because there has to be an example set for match fixing. By the way, speaking of match fixing, many teams go fully unpunished. It's the ones that are outright caught, unfortunately, in the top level that do get punished for the rest of their lives. I understand that to a certain extent. But 2020 going forward, there must be some sort of review process, subjectively, all might it be, for the kids out there who are making mistakes that they do not know are impacting their possibly bright futures in CSGO. Yes, there will always be a line to draw, whether it be 12, 13, 14 years old. People will know when they can and cannot cheat, and that will affect the game. But heck, guys, we are at a record-setting number of cheaters already. There's certainly, when it comes time for pro players and their future, has to be some sort of review to let them know, okay, we understand where you came from. You can't do this again. We're giving you one last chance. VSM and guys like Jamppi were only given that one chance, and now it's been stripped away from them, and it's certainly affecting their futures and their potential careers. And very lastly, it's things like this that irk me all the more because you have pros getting caught and punished, and meanwhile, supposedly. Now, Pasha could be joking. It could be a lot of angles he's taking with this one. Me, personally, I didn't think he was joking. And so you have pro players who get caught and punished, and then you have pro players who know or think that other pros are cheating, and those pros keep on getting to play. It's not very fair to me. At least I don't think it is. What do you guys think about this? I'm going to cut this one short because of my voice, but I'll be back here in the future talking about this one, guys. Pro players, there must be some sort of subjective review for those up-and-comers who did some stupid stuff when they were kids. What do you guys think about this? I think 2020 going forward is the time where Valve can shine in their review process. Until next time, take care. I'll see you guys back here sometime soon.